Yo, the volume is not broken.
I was in prison at the time. So I was like 4 years old. Up. Um, my mother was from a neighborhood known as West Side Canton. And my dad's side of my family, which raised me, is from Maravilla. I only lived with my mom for a shorter period of time, like maybe till I was like 4 years old, till I was taken away by social services and placed with my grandfather because my dad was in prison at the time. So
why did your mom lose you?
My mom lost me because of her addiction. She was in and out of prison.
All right, so what I want to speak about is this: do most people choose to be in the streets, or are most people forced to be in the streets? I would say that this guy right here was forced. He didn't have any other choice, no other influence in his life. He was destined to be in the streets. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is not to be disrespectful towards him. I'm just saying that I think that the majority of the people who are in the street life chose to be in it. I think that there are so many people who knew what they were doing were wrong, but they like the allure of it. Like I said, rap music to me is like a big commercial for the street life, as well as drugs, because drugs influences people to get into the streets to make money, even though they really didn't have to resort to that. But that's the disease, man. I think that the majority people they chose to be gang members because they thought it was like an allure. Well, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd say the majority. I think I would say a good portion, because I do think it's a lot of people out there who were in orphanages. They grew up in foster care and stuff like that. They had unstable lives, man, when they were children, and it basically pushed them into that direction. They didn't have a choice. And these are the brothers who I'm proud of the most. I love to see when these guys do well, man, because it influences the kids who were in their conditions, the kids of today who were living the way that they did. They could reach them through YouTube, man, and the internet, and they could see, these kids can look at him and say, you know what, he's on YouTube, he's well known, he's got almost 500,000 views on this one video. This dude is well known, so hey, he's embracing who he is. He moved on and he pushed forward. And that could be an inspiration to the next youth who's growing up under those conditions. You understand? But what I'm saying is, man, I just think that, the streets are like appealing to people. That's why people jump in them. People like to join gangs and jump in the streets because it's appealing. They think it's cool, and a majority of guys get into the streets or a gang when they're like 12, 13, and then when they hit 30, like I always say, it's like their child, the child version of themselves has basically made the decision for the adult version of themselves, because they're still living by a lifestyle and a decision that they made when they were, in sixth grade, when they're 30. So the streets is just it's designed to appeal to the kids, the rappers, the videos, YouTube, these crazy videos and stuff make it look appealing. It makes it look fun. And in a teenager's brain, that's appealing. That's cool. That's what I want, especially the rappers. I mean, they make genocide look cool, as I say. They make genocide fashionable, being homicidal fashionable, to the point where somebody would criticize me for even saying what I'm saying, because in their minds, they think that that's all that matters, the criminal life. Even though they grew up in good conditions, good family, good household, they will get mad at me for saying this, because they'll think I'm a lame, because they're so indoctrinated by the streets, like they're brainwashed. But then again, there are people like him who were forced into the streets, and I think that these are the genuine people in the streets, and these are the people in the streets that treat you the best. Guys like him, they're the ones who have all the principles and morals. They're the ones who keep it real, because the streets is all they got. It was their family. When they didn't have their own family, the streets was their family. So they play it by principles. It's the people who jump into the streets by choice, who I personally think, and I don't mean any disrespect to anybody, who don't play fair, who don't keep it real. So yeah, man, salute to this guy. Peace to you.